Hello, welcome Aquarius for your February Zodiac wheel reading for 2021. Thank you so much for being with me. You're with Elle, and your first card out is the Empress. So we'll leave that there. Goddess energy there, Aquarius. Strong Venus energy as well in that Empress card. Yes, so thank you for joining me, Aquarians. For any new viewers, please do join the tribe and community by clicking on that subscribe button there. And I'd just like to focus for you now, Aquarius, and thank Great Spirit, angels and guides for joining us in this reading for Aquarians and sharing any loving, supportive messages that you have for Aquarius for their highest good and for the good of all concerned through February. Okay, we'll stop there. Now let's see what we have. King of Cups, Water sign man, Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer. King of Cups is a very socializing energy, and he enjoys socializing too, as does Aquarians, so you may have some fun with him. The Empress here is all about your creativity and the goddess of fertility and femininity and giving birth to life and love. So already you're off to a wonderful start here for February. Happy birthday to Aquarians. Now the Eight of Pentacles is one of honing your skills. It can even indicate a diploma, a degree or a certificate or mentorship, and there's possible promotions as well. And this is in the area of communication. A wish fulfilled. So something you've been hoping for materializes for you. And it's also a message of you never give up on your search for inner happiness, and dreams really do come true. So there's a feeling of being emotionally fulfilled here. And this is in your home and family, property, land, the country of origin where you come from. Now the King of Cups here also in this area of finances for you is about helping others. And giving some really good advice too, or receiving good advice. And overcoming some challenges that you've had in that area. Oh, beautiful. Temperance. So here we have the Traveller, and we love freedom with this Temperance here. Coming from a place of integrity, finding your balance, your equilibrium, and adjusting to highs and lows. And there's a time of healing from any wounds and taking really good care of yourself too. So having the time to do that after what's probably been a very busy time. So this is shining its influence here in where you find your joy. So you may find some joy in a relaxing massage or sound therapy. There may be some sort of sport or exercise that you are getting involved with. Temperance there is letting you know that you're expanding and you've got good luck shining over you as well, and especially next to the Nine of Cups. So there is a bit of good fortune around for you Aquarians this month, and I'd say that the alignment in Aquarius of 6 planets through February will be activating your good fortune as well, and that I'll show you later on in the second part of this reading. Here we have the Queen of Wands. Now this is a very active energy, living life to the fullest. Okay, now she is reversed and she is in your area of work colleagues, health, well-being, animals. Now with her showing up here, I feel that there's some sort of change in your job, or you're wanting to leave your job or leave your career, and just be careful that you sort of don't let the cat out of the bag, because this can also indicate people gossiping about that. So if you don't want your workplace to know what your plans are, don't tell any work colleagues. I'd say by the look of that, keep it to yourself. The World, initial completion. Well, this is the best card in the deck, and you've got this in partnership, so congratulations is in order, and congratulations for climbing over all your struggles and setbacks as well. Again, this is also a symbol of achieving academic acclaim, like a diploma or something like that. So you've got a couple of things here that have shown that you could be either thinking about doing a diploma or coming to the end. So you're either at the beginning or the end, because this is the cycle of completion. And if you're thinking about it, you will attain it. And it's also a message here that your thoughts have definitely been a part of co-creating your success, and that everything is falling into place and you're getting recognition for it. So this is wonderful to do with partnerships, whether they're business partnerships, marriage partnerships, even friendships, dealing with the public. All that kind of energy is in this 7th house area. So it's something to do with that. Okay, so very well done, and you've already got 3 major arcana, so you really are on your passageway to growth. You may have to let go of something though, that you could find that you'll be sort of struggling with that letting go a little bit. Now this is a symbol of something happening very soon, within days of this reading, if it hasn't already taken place at the beginning of February. And it is a bit of mental stress, or you're stuck in a groove in your mind, you can't stop thinking about something. This is to do with joint finances, other people's money, banks, inheritances, loans, taxes, that kind of thing. Now it is also a symbol of some sort of misunderstanding and changes in relationships at some level that cause you a bit of heartbreak. So for some of you, there might be some kind of feeling of or worry of abandonment. But my guides are telling me that it's just a trigger, that something's taken place that triggers that feeling of abandonment in you, and it's not necessarily ipso facto. Okay, so don't get too stuck in the groove of playing that over and over in your head. Choices do need to be made. Now, with it here in this area of the 8th house, this 8th house governs beginnings and endings, and so does the world. So something of an old order in your life needs to come to an end so that this new beginning can take place. Okay? Oh, another major arcana. Important events unfolding in the next 30 days. And this is about being over cautious or not accepting responsibility or not wanting to have to accept responsibility, and it's calling for you to make sure you protect yourself. And there's an urge here to control everything around you, but Spirit is saying sometimes you've got to get out of your own way and relinquish control. Okay? Now this is in the area of foreign cultures, foreign lands, long distance travel. It's also about your higher education, for those of you that are looking at diplomas or degrees or something along the academic level. And it's also fire sign energy. It's ruled, the Emperor is ruled by Aries, so there's bravery there, but it's in reverse, so you know you don't have to go headlong, you know, and think things through before you do. Maybe just if you're embarking on a new education or academic course, see if the area that you're looking into studying also can connect, how many other areas it can connect you up to, just in case you may want to change your study regime halfway through. That kind of thing. And it also could be connected with a very energetic, active kind of individual from overseas as well. Five of Swords. Respect. Accepting something. And it's also a message of freedom from the path you are on. So if you're wanting to change your path, which it does look like you do, with these being shown here, you want to change something up. This is letting you know that that can be done. It's in the area of your career, your profession, how you deal with the outside world, how you see the outside world. So there is that sense of everything's changed, which is very true, and adjusting to those changes as well. So it is important with that Five of Swords that you do respect yourself and accept the changes that maybe you can't control. Just accept them. Once you accept, the doing becomes effortless. And once you decide, the doing becomes effortless. It's when we're stuck in limbo in the middle that it seems to be a struggle and things seem to be harder than what they need to be. But you're deciding and you're making a choice. This is Ten of Cups, is about some sort of interference with social groups, clubs, and even friendships. Now, with the Ten of Cups, the interference isn't necessarily somebody sticking their nose in. I think that the person genuinely wants to help, because Ten of Cups, whichever way, whether it's reversed or round the right way, is a very loving, supporting energy with that, and a message of satisfaction and shared happiness. And that's in the area of your hopes and wishes as well, what you're manifesting. And your manifesting is bringing about some wonderful new ideas that you can put into action with the Ace of Wands. So there's another message of new beginnings. So something is starting new for you here through February. You're really coming up with some inspirational, fresh ideas, and you're ready to go ahead and launch something or launch into something. It's still something you're thinking about here. It's in your subconscious. You possibly haven't brought it out in the open, but for those very creative Aquarians or the inventive Aquarians, because Aquarius is very inventive, jot down your ideas, because you might forget them. And I don't think you want to. I think you want to take notice of these brilliant ideas that are coming through here. So now I'll just ask the angel cards about this over here. Now this is also a timing of 3. It's the 3 vibration, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. And I feel that it's more 3 days to 3 weeks. So this is an indication that this good fortune and acknowledgement and finding your joy is really going to be felt here through February. It's starting now. So what is the message with dealing with this 3 of Swords here? Broken heart, bit of heartbreak and suffering. What's the message? Very interesting. Because yes, it certainly can be worry as well, that 3 of Swords, and this is your angel message, is saying no need to worry. So don't worry about things that you can't control. Okay? Sometimes you just have to accept that you haven't got control and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. And I do believe it's with somebody else. This is about other people, this area here. So this is somebody else that whose heart you're worrying about. Okay, so just send them healing light. See the beautiful rainbow colours shining down through the crown chakra? Now you can have those rainbow colours and visualise them shining in through your crown chakra and all around your aura, and send them to the person who's got the emotional upset or struggle and who you're worrying about, or you can just see them bathed in this rainbow of healing light and protection for them. Okay, so now I will ask for your guardian angel. You can ask your guardian angel to give you signs. You have to, of course, give the guardian angel permission. So you ask guardian angel, can you help me with whatever your question or concern is. You can also ask your guardian angel to go and protect this person, or it could even be a people. It might be 3 people involved there, because it is the number 3. So who is Aquarius's guardian angel through February that they can turn to for protection, help and guidance? The Angel of Comfort. Okay, so at the number 6 is a prominent number for you Aquarians. So I do feel that you will be able to maybe even comfort this person, or if you indeed are the one that is going through this emotional turmoil, then you are going to receive the comfort yourself. Now, I'll just give you the message from the Angel of Comfort, and that is, I accept the comfort and support that my angel shares with me from above. And the affirmation to use, if you are worrying over here, replace that worry with this affirmation. I am in safe hands. My angel of comfort is healing me in my time of need. So aside from dealing with other people, these dealings that is happening with somebody else or due to somebody else, you have some amazing cards here. And I am seeing wishes being fulfilled, and your balance and harmony, having fun, enjoying your friendships, and feeling like you've really got the world. So really have a very, very happy birthday, Aquarians, and I do feel that you really will be having one of the best birthdays you've probably had, or feel like it is anyway. So many happy returns. Now I will just go round with the planets and where they are placed for you Aquarius, because this month in February we have a stellium of 6 planets in Aquarius. So we'll start with Jupiter and Saturn, who are in Aquarius and have been for some months now. And Jupiter and Saturn are invisible because the Sun is also in Aquarius. So the bright light that gives us all life is sort of covering a lot of the planets. So if you look up in the sky, you'll probably only see Uranus and Mars at the moment, and the Moon. So Jupiter is the Lord of abundance, prosperity, and it is connected with long distance journeys, publishing, using diplomacy, establishing connections between people and ideas. And it's joined by Saturn, and has been travelling with Saturn, the Lord of Karma. So the Saturn energy is bringing tremendous shifts, and which is affecting us as individuals. Okay, so it is a planet that represents caution, conservatism, and the Jupiter energy is about expansion and sometimes overdoing things. So Saturn is sort of at the moment still there saying to Jupiter, hang on, don't go too big, don't go too wide, and know your limitations and have self-discipline. And Jupiter's saying, but I want it to, you know, travel and go and do this and do that. Well, Saturn's still saying, not yet. Yes, you will, but not yet. Okay? And then the Sun is also there, and this is representing our will and ego and our heart, and keeping our integrity. And the Sun is in Aquarius until the 18th of February, when it moves into Pisces. Now at the end of February, as the Sun moves into Pisces, all these planets will become visible, and the Sun on the 12th will be separating from Jupiter. So from the 12th onwards, it could be action stations. Things could get more active, and it's a very good vibration that day generally, so that's always nice. And the Sun around the 8th is conjuncting Mercury. So Mercury is also retrograde until the 21st of February, and it is also being hidden by the Sun. So after the 20th, your communication could become a lot easier. So if you've really got to get your point across, wait till after the 20th of February. Communication is easier then, from then on. So until then, use this energy. It wants you to slow down. It wants you to rest. So a bit of self-pampering or reading a book, any Mercury orientated activities really. Now Mercury is retrograde, so you could find other people like even talking a different language, or the sense of what are they talking about. So if you're not sure what you were being told, double check that you heard it right, because you know I've been sort of getting that impression that there's a lot of sort of people shaking their heads. There's people wondering what he said or what she said. And out of it can come hurt feelings for some due to taking something the wrong way or misunderstanding. So it's better to use this time to reflect on your insights, so you can gain what you have sort of really noticed since December last year. So to try and take notice of your own insights. And as I said, Mercury is retrograde for 3 weeks here in February. So after 21st, the communication is better. So while it's in retrograde, it's not a good time to buy new gadgets. They may not work, or you have to take them back and get them replaced, that sort of thing. So again, wait until after the 20th. But Mercury retrograde is a good time for repairs or revamping something. Now after the 20th, this Mercury energy is really going to be switching your mind on, that brilliant Aquarius mind. Your intuition will be heightened, your telepathy will be spot on and undeniable to you. You'll have that sense of extrasensory perception. You'll just know things without even really knowing how come you know. And this is all part of the Aquarius energy. Alright? And this stellium, all here in this first house, which is the Aquarius rising. And it is being activated by, even though Mercury is in retrograde, it's still activating these planets. And Venus is also one of the big activators. So Venus is in Aquarius since the 1st of February and the 2nd of February for Australia. And there may be a few days where you feel a bit dissatisfied with your love life. but that also will be improving as Venus goes along and activates this stellium. So the universe is holding counsel and shining its light over all of us. So the universe is having the first move. So we can trust that. We can trust in that. Because the energy of Aquarius is for the betterment of humanitarian interests. So it's a humanitarian energy, the Aquarius energy, and a very inventive and futuristic energy. So it's sort of like where we're heading from here. That's not to say that there still won't be a few bumps and disgruntled people along the way, but I do feel Aquarians personally will be probably feeling the best that they've felt in a long time, having their first house or sun or moon activated, depending on what degrees those are. And if you don't know those, you can contact me and I can help you with the details below from the contact details, and I can help you find out what your chart is and where your planets are. Now also we've got the moon here on the 11th of February, and the moon is also activating all these planets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets all in Aquarius. Amazing times to be alive, and it's all through February. So now the Venus will be conjunct, the dates, some of the dates are Venus conjuncting Jupiter from the 9th to the 13th. Very good vibe dates and making life really work out. Great for relationships of all kind. So those of you that are interested in someone or looking for a new relationship, between the 9th and the 13th is a good time to get in contact with somebody. And for those of you in a relationship, this is this energy, it doesn't want to argue. It just wants to, be happy. And the mood is infectious. So that's Venus conjunct Jupiter between the 9th and the 13th, then Venus conjuncts Mercury between the 12th and the 14th, so the good vibes continue. We're seeing the lighter side of life, finding the funny side of life, and we sure all do need a bit of that funny side of life to come back in, because it's been so serious and way too serious. It's like a lot of people have lost their sense of humour, and it'll be great to have it back. So, and for those of you that are into the arts or poetry or music, this is a wonderful time to really spend time doing that. For those of you that have got a bit more freedom, like we have here in Australia, you can get out and go on some sort of pleasant trip, a short journey, enjoy the scenery. The love vibration is highly active here through February, and especially from the 12th to the 14th, so happy Valentine's Day as well. And giving and receiving love and affection from others, whether you can actually be affectionate or you can let other people know how you care about them. And good time also for winning people over and finding the right words, and commercial transactions, all highlighted here, right through from the beginning of February right through to the end of February. Now the new moon in Aquarius is a wonderful time to set your intentions. It's also a time when you may notice that you feel a real burst of inspiration. Okay, so it's activating all those planets as it goes through over those few days in Aquarius as well. Next you have Neptune here in Pisces, where it's been for quite a while now, and it will continue to stay there as well. So the Neptune energy is one of real sensitivity to injustices, whether it's personal injustices or injustice to people you care about, or injustice to yourself. So you'll be very highly sensitive to that. Okay. Now, Uranus and Mars are here in your 4th house, Aquarius, so there is some changes taking place to do with your home, family, property and land. So a good time for renovations or things like that, or decorating, or maybe giving the house a paint job, that kind of thing, because you've got the physical energy to do it with Mars. And you may even all of a sudden decide that out of the blue, because Uranus likes change, and Uranus rules Aquarius as well. So I've always felt that colour, lots of colour, is a very Aquarius thing, really. So see how that unfolds there for you. So physically with Mars, you may actually do more physical sport or exercise to do with home or your hometown, and it's also about some kind of judgment that you're going to make with family or home or land or property. And Mars and Uranus together are basically the masters of change. And Uranus likes to establish its own rules, so you must be wanting to put some new rules in place for your home or to do with your family. And it is a rebellious, impulsive kind of energy as well, so be careful of that, because it can cause a bit of put things out of whack. It's also the stuff that earthquakes are made from, so there could also be some, what are they called, the plates? Yeah, they could be moving. So for those of you that maybe live in places that have earthquakes, so make sure you have your safety measures in place as well. And this is also a little message of not pushing too hard with people, because not everyone's as eager as you, so you may actually have to, you might want some help to do the redecorating or something like that, but you may not be able to convince others to help you out straight away. Now Pluto, the planet of, well, Pluto is about the atomic fire. It rules the underworld and governments and corporations, people that have sort of got control of things. Now, it is the restorer of life, and it is here in your area of subconscious. So I feel if you're someone that's interested in what's going on in your country or your government, you've got some good ideas about the changes that are made, and you could be inspiring people. That's what they're saying. That's what I'm getting with this. So Pluto also governs your soul. It is about personal freedom, and it's getting to the to the bottom of something and reorganises. Okay, so big changes and transformations are taking place. The way you look at things, your ideas, and that in Aquarius inventiveness, you could really find a bit of self-satisfaction out of using that genius mind of yours. Okay, now the moon, the full moon in Virgo is the 27th of February at 8.57 degrees, and it's over here in this 8th house. So around the 27th, this situation here of emotional time or emotional struggles for someone else that you do worry about, but it's letting you, the angels will let you know there's no need to worry. So this is illuminating that. Okay, so it's a time when the moon is in Virgo to be careful not to be too critical. It's also a time for tidying things up, getting organised, get any health checks that you need, pay attention to detail. The Virgo energy rules hygiene, and it also rules perfection. So it could be a case of trying not to expect perfection out of this other person. Okay, so the moon, the full moon, is a time of harvesting your endeavours, a time of reaping what intentions and wishes you have put forward with other new moons in the past. This is a time of reaping those intentions and wishes being fulfilled. So in a way, the moon is going to highlight this situation on from the 27th, or on the 27th, day or two either side. But the full moon is also a form of protection, and this could involve a female because the moon energy is a feminine energy. Okay, but they will be all right, so don't fear too much. Okay, so now I will just ask for your Akashic message. Thank you. And you have the chess game. 3 of keys. So there's 3 keys to this chess game. Who's going to have the first move? I dare say it'll be you, Aquarius, because you've got the inventive know-how there. Okay, so it's like a game of chess. So it needs a bit of strategy. Your moves need a bit of strategy, and I do feel it is involved over here with this situation. Some of the pieces are sidelined, while the Bronze Queen lies on her side on the playing field. The people represented by these chess pieces are not usually those you meet for enjoyable pastimes. This card of political and social unrest. You may be in store for difficult interactions in group settings such as a board of directors, corporate hierarchy, management, or family. I think this is to do with your work, because it is political work, isn't it? I mean, you know, you've got to be involved in the work politics. So now the side seems to be clearly divided. There's one side and there's another side, and many of the people involved are really out for themselves. Be careful, because deceit is present, so someone is trying to undermine, and you may not be at all certain about everyone's motives or strategies. So watch what's going on in your workplace, Aquarius. It's time for you to take an emotional or even actual step back. The more you get involved and the stronger you hold your position, the more heated the situation could become. No matter how challenging, try to maintain your inner peace. Don't participate in any battles or allegiances. But don't let yourself be deceived either. Look at everything coolly and unemotionally, like a good Aquarian. The people around you are serving their own agendas. Try to detach, be objective, and treat everyone involved from a deeper source of wisdom without being misled. There may come a time for you to leave or distance yourself from this situation, but because of circumstances, it may not be here yet. For now, let yourself be a knowing observer and just watch. Okay, so I think that's a really strong message there about your workplace for many of you Aquarians. Something going on at work, which it did show here with that Queen of Wands. She is about gossip and that feeling of wanting to leave your career. So, and it could also be to do with family or relatives as well, for some of you. But on the whole, this looks like you're going to get a lot of your wishes fulfilled this month, and it certainly is got all the cards stacked in your favour. Okay, Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. Please click like and do share, and for the new viewers that have joined me, please join our community and click on that subscribe button. And if any of you would like a deeper, more personal reading, please do contact me through those details there in the description box below, and I'd be happy to meet you and make an appointment with you. So until next time, Aquarius, happy birthday, many blessings and love to you. Namaste.